Hello students, welcome to, we are now at Module 4. This is when the class switches gears a little bit and we are going to start outlining out speeches. And when I say outline, I mean it's a very detailed outline. So I'm going to go over all of this. This video is probably going to be a little bit longer than the ones that you have been watching. Due to the nature of the assignment. It's bigger and there's a lot more components to it. So we are now on an informative speech with a visual aid. And so you're here, your resources for this right here. You will need to first click here. Here are your directions. I'm not going to read through everything here, but it's a 3 to 5 minute speech. Right here, visual aid requirements. So you will need to click this link to find out
live TV
about the
85 plus
visual aid
channels.
requirements.
Save up to
so
$500 a year.
Tell you how
YouTube
to
TV.
do a
Try it
basic
free.
PowerPoint.
If you want to sell online, make sure you stand
So
out.
I can kind of get this up.
Go
for
to
you.
Wix
Okay, so this right here, you'll see just like this video, this right here, this little box, that's me. And that's going to be telling you how to do this PowerPoint. So this right here, visual aid requirements, takes you to this video, okay, that you have to watch so you know all the details of the visual aid. Using visual aid in speeches, you're going to need to read through this. So that's going to be one of our chapters. So go through the resources. You can look at there's 2 student example outlines, student visual aid, an example student speech, and there's the visual aid requirements as well. Oh yeah, I already clicked on that. Sorry, I thought it was in 2 places. All of these are the things that you need to look over. So let's look at an example outline here. The first thing you're going to do before you do anything with this is get your topic approved. You're going to post that to the forum. So you want to think about things that you know, things that you have credibility on, and because you don't want to do any research with this. So you want to also be a little bit creative with this. You don't want to have this be a very cliched topic, something that falls flat. You have to think about your world, what you know, what you do. I'm going to show you where the form is here in a moment, but right here. So the best thing that you're going to do is you are going to simply copy and paste this into a Word document. If you do this, that will ensure that you have everything that you need. First thing that's going to be is your attention grabber, your reason to listen, credibility statement, thesis, and your preview of your main points. So if you see here, it's listed first. There are many aspects. The most important ones are how the agricultural community benefited from the prisoners. And that follows this. Key point 2, the interaction between the prisoners and the people. Right here says that, I know you can't really see that. The dynamic between the people, and then importantly, how the Nazis got here in the first place. That's key, that's listed in the preview of the main points. And you come down here, and that's what this third key point is about. So you want to make sure that you have all of these elements here in your outline. When you go to give your speech, you're going to start with your attention grabber. You're not going to say, "Hi, my name's Casey. Here's a speech on dogs." You want to start with your attention grabber. So start with the attention grabber. Think of something that you could hook your audience with. What's your reason to listen? What's your credibility with it? Your overall thesis and your preview of your main points. That previews key point 1, key point 2, key point 3. Key point 1, key point 2, key point 3. Then you have a conclusion that reviews your main points, has a closing statement, and restates your thesis. So all of these components you have to have. On your key points, you'll see that the topic sentences are typed out, complete sentence, bulleted out what you're going to say, and then a transition. Key point 2, and that's a complete sentence. Key point 2, topic sentence is completely typed out in a complete sentence form, bulleted out your points. The transition is complete sentence form, and so on. So that's going to be how you have to structure this outline. So if you follow the example, then you will get it right 100%. Let's say that you turn it in and you're missing something. I grade really fast. So let's say that let's say that your credibility statement falls flat, or maybe you need help with your attention grabber and you submit it. And let's say that I can't give you full credit. You're going to go in and you're going to make the changes that you need to make quickly before you give your speech, before the due date of the speech, and then shoot me an email. Be like, hey, I resubmitted my outline. Will you look at it? And then I'll give you full credit. So you're going to submit your outline here. This will, there's another lesson here on this assignment on how to do it, so you'll need to watch this as well. But you'll see the rubric, and let's say that you upload it, and I can't really, it's got to be a file. It's not a video here. So you'll upload a file. I'll look at it. Let's say I can't give you full credit. You will go in, make revisions, get full credit. The same applies for the visual aid. So let's go back out. So discussion right here. This is where your first thing you're going to do. Discussion over topics. You have to answer all of these questions right here in at least 3 sentences. Responses to your peers, 5 complete sentences. So you have to give adequate feedback. So when you are giving the responses to your peers, let's say that make sure that you're giving criticism or feedback that can help. Let's say that you notice that the person answers and says, what's your credibility with this topic? And maybe they don't put an answer. Then maybe your response should not be, great, can't wait to see your speech. That's very generic. Give a little bit of feedback on the post. Hey, you've left out your credibility. Maybe this needs to be stronger. What do you think about this? So make sure that you're giving that feedback and giving substantial answers with that, not just generic. Because here's what usually they are. Great speech. That's a great topic. I can't wait to see this speech. So please don't do that. Be a little bit more college level with your responses to your peers. So you need to make sure that you come back and get your topic approved. Once I approve your topic, then you'll do your outline, your visual aid right here. Make sure that you watch that video so you know how to do your visual aid. And then same here. Let's say that I can't give you full credit. I'll mark it. You will make revisions before giving your speech. It's a way quick turnaround. And so you want to get full credit on all of those, and then you're going to post your link here. So make sure that you set your video to public, straight up and down. And I get that sometimes you have to use a laptop. So if you're going to use a laptop, hold on. For your visual aid, you do not want to hold it because you can't have body language. So you're not going to be like this giving your speech. It's going to be next to you, and you'll have that interaction. So it'll be, you'll be giving your speech. This will be beside you, and you'll have that interaction with it. As you can see here, so you'll have, or whatever this picture shows. So you'll need to have that interaction with your visual aid, but you do not want to hold it. So if you hold it, then I'm going to know that you didn't watch this video. So make sure that if you have a projector and can project it, which is not that hard anymore in the world of technology that we live in, so that should be pretty easy for you to do. So read all of this. Make sure after you post it, you can check the link, and then you're going to respond to at least 2 of your peers. Again, please don't just be like, that was great. Give some substantial feedback. Give feedback about the topic, maybe give feedback about the speech, and that's this assignment. That's this module. So I'm going to come back out here. So just to recap, resources, look over that here. This is where you're going to find your example outline. Discussion over topics, get that topic approved first. Make sure you answer all the questions, respond to your peers. Post your outline, make sure you watch the lesson that's in there, and make sure that you are following the example. Submit visual aid. Both of these, if you do not get full credit on, you can revise for full credit as long as it was completed on time. For full credit as long as it's done before the due date of the speech, and you will post your speech here. So if you have any questions or concerns, let me know, and we will go from there. See you later.